I went round to a date's house 2 days before Christmas, and anyway, I woke up in the morning and I was naked in bed, and I was like, oh my God, we were just very hungover. And there was a knock at the door. I was like, who's that? He said, it's my mum. I was like, why is your mum? He said, because it's my house. And I went, oh my God. And I saw my boxers on the ground and quickly went there, I'll show you, quickly went there and put them on. I went, oh, and the mum walked in, and I was standing there being super charismatic, talking to the mum and the daughter. I was like, and they were looking at me weirdly. I was like, what the fuck? Being really funny. And I looked down, and they were inside out and had skid marks running all over.
Horrible. Most common New Year's resolution.
Oh. Writing thank you letters.
You are so posh.
Or passing driving tests.
How many?
Guess how many times I've booked my theory test?
4. I would say 7.
51.
There's no way.
51 times you've booked your theory test.
Booked my
How many times have you done the theory test?
3.
It's because you spent too much time learning how to ride ponies when you were
No, it's
younger.
not. Green is go, red is stop. If there's a roundabout, wait for the cars. You're fine.
This is why Prince Philip ran someone over.
What else? What's your New Year's resolution?
This year, I really want to get into my skateboarding again. Ultimately, I want you to see this face when you look up the word gnarly. That's what I want to do.
I reckon you're more of a rollerblader, though. I could see you rollerblading.
Rollerblading, yeah. I used to have a pair of Bowers back in the day.
You used to wink at me about your rollerblades.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why do you wink at me?
I don't know, I don't wink enough. Mate, that'll be it, I'm going to wink more.
It really suits you winking.
Yeah. Doing sexy... I've just met you wink at me.
Sexy one. I just think that you'll remember me.
I can't imagine you flirting. I'd find it the funniest thing in the world to watch you.
Yeah, you would normally be my target.
Target? Nice. Or victim, you know, target or victim. Jamie, do you even have to flirt? Do you just bring a bank statement?
I don't know how... Well, flirting, I don't know how...
How do you meet people? Romantically.
I go, you all right? And then you would say...
Fine.
Sweet, that's it, done.
It got me, it got me.
Got you.
But also, you make sweets, and that's, like, the most disgusting,
You make
flirty
sweets?
thing.
You have vegan ones.
We are vegan, we're vegan, yeah. Look, that's me flirting, I've already got laid, here we go.
That wasn't sex.
Oh. I remember the first time I ever went to second base with a girl. I was really excited. I was like, oh, I came back to school, and as like a Western, I went and kicked open the door, walked in, all the boys in there went, boys, you never guess what, I'm a man. And then when I told them the story, and like they said, what happened? I said, well, this has happened. I said, and you know when you go inside and you find the clitoris? And they went, what? Turns out the clitoris wasn't inside. That's what I found out.
Right.
Yeah. Having sex with the girl is like going into a cockpit and trying to land a plane. Jamie,
Jamie, don't call it a cockpit.
Yeah.
You know, I remember one Christmas I got given some pyjamas, and everyone was all the family in the living room watching Octopussy or something, and I just walked in with my new pyjamas to say, I'm off to bed now. And I could only tell by the looks of sort of shock and horror on their face that something was amiss. But, you know, these things happen in pyjamas.
It doesn't actually just happen in pyjamas, though. I was walking in Dubai once, coming from the loo, in the hotel, and I didn't realise that my willy was still hanging out my fly.
Did you just do that?
And I walked through the whole...
Still hanging out of your...
Yeah, I didn't realise. And I saw my friend, and he was going... And I was like, well, what is it? And I looked down, and I fell to the floor.
You must be massive.
Well, that's off. I mean, well done.
That's not the point here, Jamie. I've been to the loo a lot of times.
Thanks for sharing.
Jack, more frequently than you used to.
I have never forgotten to rearrange myself afterwards. It's never been a thing.
But I think I was in a rush. Have you ever been in a rush? You're in a rush right now.
Not that much of a rush. What's the place burning down? If it's that urgent, you can't go... Whoop. Unless, like you have to go... Yeah, I can see why that...
Jamie, you're incredibly posh. Do you know any Tories?
I don't. My brother went to Eton, so that's...
What, they didn't send you there? They went, this would be a waste.
I wasn't clever enough. Before you go to Eton, you have to take a test to see if you're...
Rich.
Not... Yeah. But you do, I think it's quite... You have to take a test before you go. You have to take a test and to see if you are right for Eton. And I got on the B list. I don't even know what that means, but you get put on the B list, and all my friends are on the A list.
The A list is the...
The A list is the elite.
I think, isn't that just yes and no?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's all right, mate, I didn't go either. Don't worry about it, it's not held me back.
OK, so, Jamie, it says your great-great-grandfather was a baker and invented the digestive biscuit.
That's correct.
Carl.
I think yours is rich tea.
The rich tea as well! What else more?
Well, I think my family was a part of McVitie's.
What did he do first? Did he do digestives, then rich tea? Because that's a bit of a drop in quality, isn't it?
It would have been... It was Scottish. It was shortbread. It probably would have been shortbread.
Wish I had the internet.
Yeah, we can Google it.
I just found a use. So I can tell you a fact about biscuits. You know what biscuit means?
Twice cooked. That's good, mate.
Twice cooked. Did you know that, Rob?
No, I didn't know that, mate.
By biscuit, twice cooked. By cooked, to cook twice.
I don't know what those words mean, mate. Is that...
Just explain them.
I know what biscuit means. I know what by quey means.
By quey.
I've never said...
By as in two.
I've never said... I'll tell you what, do you want to buy quey me some chips?
Are you that averse to learning?
No, I'm not.
Someone tries to teach you something, you go, I'm not even listening to you.
No, but you can't just say by quey and pretending they're words I know. Is that...
I explained them as I was saying to him. I went by two, quey cooked, twice cooked. Then he just went, there, teacher, there. Don't try and teach me.
There's a lot of that emphasis on the loser's face at the Oscars, and they go, oh, they put a camera on someone to see him, like, they've got to pretend to be like, oh, happy for the other person. But I think you've just got to go hardcore, and I would just do my sex face.
Cool, so what's your... OK, so the award goes to Ramesh Ranganathan. If you do that 1 year, they'll never go to you again for the other night. Because they'll be like, oh, Beckett's up. Oh, don't go on him, it's disgusting.
Is that actually your sex face?
I don't know, I've never had sex with me.
Do you not? you must have flobbed into the mirror and seen yourself. Everyone's done it.
You're suggesting that I've masturbated looking at myself in the mirror?
Anyone who's been on a long-haul flight has done it.
It's not a Virgin flight anymore, is it?
This is it. This is the coronavirus super spreader. He's traveling all over the East, wanking on flights.
But the problem is now, whenever you're on a plane, everyone's going to be sitting there going, do you reckon he's had it yet?
I'll walk out the mirror and go, ah!
Started going,
So are you making eye contact with yourself when you do it?
Yeah.
No, but I think what Jamie was saying is, though, if you are in that toilet, the mirror's there, you can't not, but you don't seek out a mirror at home to do it, do you?
I don't hold up a mirror and look at myself. No.
There's one on walls.
Yeah, there is one, but I don't go to the mirror to have...
I get it, actually.
That version of Beauty and the Beast. Just...
I had a friend at school who said he had a technique to it. What he used to do is he used to get tissue paper, and he would sellotape the tissue paper to his desk, and then he would put some tissue paper on the ground, and he would flob onto the tissue paper, and the weight of it would break off, and it would fall on the ground. And then he'd chuck it in the bin.
In class?
No, not in class!
Someone's wanking at a desk. How easy?
We had it
at this school.
We lived there because our parents hated us.
OK, the Oscars, everyone. The Oscars. That's right, we're talking about the Oscars. Next question. Worst thing about job interviews?
I went for an interview at a... Well,
What?
Yep.
Yeah. For a job?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
Wow.
people...
Yeah. But it's when your dad's interviewing you, the pressure's off.
Well, I went for a job interview. The guy asked me at the end of the interview to say a joke, and I went, oh, all right, what was Postman Pat called once he retired? And he went, what? And I went, Pat. He gave me the job.
Was the job milk monitor?
It was a wealth management job.
A wealth management?
Are you the reason I got into all that trouble?
I was going for jobs in, like, Sainsbury's, like, the bloke's like a 21-year-old, like, he don't care. Because any old idiot can put a yoghurt on a shelf. I mean, I did it.
Your Sainsbury's experience seems heavily yogurt-based.
Yes, I was mainly in the yoghurt aisle. It was a big store. I did move on to Marks and Spencer, and I did a bit of till work, but I got sacked. Used to give the old ladies free stuff.
Did you ever get...
Wait, did you get headhunted?
No, you sort of... basically, you can look for jobs. You apply, sometimes interview, and then sometimes you get one. You don't sort of bowl out of Eton and go for a wealth management job.
You need, like, a motto. You know, you need, like, a...
What's yours, Jamie?
Mine's a good one.
I'm loaded.
No, wait, in Latin. Mine is ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Ah.
So, basically, I'm loaded.
That's a real sex offender's credo, isn't it?
That's the Harvey Weinstein motto, isn't it? That's his defence.
No, you just do it and say sorry later, but, like, not as in that. You don't do that.
I love that Jamie's motto is ask for forgiveness, not permission. Not that. The full thing is a good motto.
Worst thing about living with housemates?
The worst I found was, like, holding in farts. I was starting to get, like, stomach pains, but I worked out a great technique.
What is it?
You just go to the toilet and you pull your cheeks apart, and it just seeps. So you just go, it's done
No,
Like it's a hope. I had that with my girlfriend. We were in bed and I needed a fart for the first time. And I did that. And it's quite a risky thing to do because you have to lean to this.
Oh, in the bed?
Yeah,
oh, you're the hero I could never be.
So she's lying here, and I leant to the edge of the bed and I lifted one cheek like that, and it did. It goes. You know, like you're catching a snitch or something. My girlfriend then went, what's that? And I went, what's what? And she went, what's that? And I went, what's what? It's midnight. And she said, yeah, why is someone sweeping leaves outside?
Wow. Worst thing about living with housemates?
Being messy, smelly bastards.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think I do my share of the housework, but my girlfriend claims pissing skid marks off the toilet bowl doesn't count.
It feels good when you get a good one, doesn't it?
I had a friend at school who had a really big foreskin, and his trick was he used to hold his foreskin and pee, so it became a water bomb, and then let it go. And we had to count down and all run. How big did it get?
Jamie, man, you're challenging so many stereotypes about private school right now. It's our minds.